Hello everybody. I'm going to kind of walk you through my eportfolio here on educational leadership. So to begin with, I am going to go down to the candidate information and kind of show you how I organized my artifact folder. So I put it into folders here. I have the candidate information in there. So anything, the goals, the leadership philosophy, plan of study, all of those things are going to be found underneath my candidate information folder. Then all of my district artifact activities will be found there, and elementary activities will be found in that folder. And then I have my secondary activities in that folder. And then in that last one with the other portfolio activities is where you'll find like my annotated bibliography and anything else that was left underneath our activities that didn't fit underneath district, elementary, or secondary. We'll take a look here. I have my personal goals video that I have added into my ePortfolio, kind of just highlighting where I plan to see myself in 1 to 5 years, 6 to 10, and 10 years beyond, and kind of walks you through that. I have a copy of my leadership philosophy that I have added in there. I also have my program of study that tells you when I took all of my classes. And then I also did the program completion timeline that walks you through what semester and what I was doing at work, and also the classes that I was taking during that time. I also have a resume put in there that's ready to go. So from there, I'll move on to our activities that we did for this course. And of course, first of all, I have a copy of the infamous annotated bibliography, and I think I've heard people say before that this was kind of a monster and a beast in itself, and yes, it was. It took a lot of hard work, but I surely did feel accomplished when I was finished with that, after I found the 36 articles broken up on throughout all the different prompts that we were given and questions that we were asked. So I was really happy to have that part of this course behind me, but I also felt like I learned a lot, just a lot of articles and research and things that I may not have ever done on my own. So I was really glad that I had the opportunity to get to read some of those. I also have the activity log form. So the spreadsheet is here of when obviously I completed everything, what standard they fit, so that is on there. The activity component tracker, this thing was great. I was really glad that this was provided for us. I probably printed off 7 different copies of it. I would mark all over it, change where I wanted to put activities, what activities I wanted to do, took notes on it, and I also had one digitally. I had copies of them all over that I referred to very frequently. So this was a very helpful piece throughout this program. I also have my district level activity artifact slideshow, and let's see here, I can blow this up and we'll take a look at a few things. I won't walk through the whole thing, but something that I kind of produced on my own that wasn't a class activity, we can look at here. And I put together kind of a vision and mission. I found that our mission statement was pretty weak, and so I put together a presentation to maybe improve our vision and mission statements a little bit. Went to the school board and presented it there, so you can see that I have an agenda. And so that was an activity that I enjoyed putting together and I learned a lot from. And sorry, I'm going crazy here. Let's see if I can get back. Okay. And then, so next, this was obviously class activities here. On this one, KISA, our Year 5 accreditation report, this was probably one of the biggest accomplishments and the biggest tasks that has ever been put in front of me. in education was this being the accreditation chair for KISA. And our year 5 report, kind of a long story, but we thought we were in year 4 and the state had us down for year 5. So we were really scrambling along. I have down there time to complete 30 plus hours. I probably couldn't even begin to count up the amount of hours that I put into writing this report, locating all of the data and documentation that we needed and putting all of that information into the artifacts for the state. And I put on there that this was kind of the granddaddy of all activities because it really encompassed all of the standards that we talk about, and I was able to see how our school really does implement those standards, how I would implement them as a school leader, improvements that we needed to make as a district. It just really kind of put everything in perspective for me, and so I thought that was a great activity to be doing while I was finishing up my building leadership master's courses here. This was another class activity, and then the keep evaluations. So that's kind of what I had there for the district. And then I will move on to the elementary and kind of share with you anything that was unique to me. Okay, so going through here, one thing that I did that I'm actually very proud of is I worked to implement tier instruction in the junior high, which is something that I know every school is kind of struggling with. So I worked with the master schedule to get that put in there. I led the meetings. I kind of built the teams and how we were going to. Obviously, I collaborated a lot with all of the teachers that were involved, but that was kind of my baby, and I really helped develop that that process at South Grade Junior High. So that was one activity that I was also very proud of that I completed during this time. I also went to adaptive schools training. My administrator asked me to go to this, thought that maybe this would be something that would be helpful for me as I was preparing to become a school administrator. And I would say that it kind of helped you learn how to structure successful meetings, lots of facilitation strategies, understanding how to integrate norms of collaboration, what to do if you encounter conflict when you are leading meetings, and just really how to be able to successfully navigate, meetings with a group of people and, being able to do that effectively and efficiently. I also put together what is our culture telling us. So this was something that I put together several surveys that I had the teachers respond to, and then I collected data on that and presented that to our leadership team. So it would kind of help us to evaluate and design a positive and inclusive school culture. And so this gave me some great practice in developing a survey, collecting and presenting data. And so that was one thing that I kind of just took on from an activity that we did in one of the classes, but I wanted to make it more personal so that was something our district could use. I also went through and did a social emotional assessment evaluation. So I helped us purchase a new assessment evaluation and a social emotional evaluation. And so this was kind of a chart of how I went about presenting the information to the staff before we decided what we were going to do. Again, these are just some class activities that we did. So I'll kind of pass through those. Site council, I was kind of the head of the site council team. That kind of just came along with being the KISA accreditation chair. So I was in charge of setting the meeting times, leading the meetings, contacting members. If somebody left, we would need to find somebody new. We wanted to make sure that our team was diverse and that we were able to reach all of the cultures that we had within our school. So communicating and reaching out to those people and trying to get them involved in our site council was one thing that I was responsible for. And then moving on to secondary activities. Elementary is kind of the direction that I'm looking at going, so I had more activities there in the elementary side, but getting to work on some secondary stuff was good too. I did work on a student incident report where we had a report that a student had had a vape on the school bus, was not vaping but had a vape, and so I got to kind of sit in on that and see how that worked. Again, we just have some class stuff here. I was also a part of building our student IPS website, and so this was kind of to help guide us and get us into student-led conferences, as well as kind of developing something that was really useful for the student, and so that they could really map out, just like we did with this eportfolio, was kind of how our students were doing throughout high school, and kind of mapping out their plan. They could use this to store their resume. They could put in any references that they had, any assignments that they did that they thought they might find useful in the future. So I was kind of a part of helping develop that website for students. I also spent a lot of time working on our school junior high master schedule. That was kind of part of my lead teacher and the position that I had. So I did a lot of scheduling and a lot of things like that. So I put on there kind of some emails that I sent out to teachers, looking for their feedback and kind of seeing what they thought. And I also have a schedule of the 21-22 master schedule that I put together. Principals Council, I attended that. My secondary principal asked me if I would go to that with her, and this was just kind of a beneficial workshop and course that I went to. We had the opportunity to learn from an adult ESL student, as well as some of our own students from our school, from the German culture and one from the Hispanic culture, that spoke at the Principals Council. So I just learned more about public engagement and how to have discussions on controversial issues, and there were just a lot of takeaways from this that I know will be very beneficial in the future as a building leader. And then moving on, I have my administrative verification document, and I also have my program reflection. I think I kind of underestimated the amount of time that would take, but I really did enjoy going back and reflecting on the program itself, and there were some activities that we had done that I went back and was looking at as I was filling out the chart down below that I had kind of forgotten about, and I was like, ooh, that really is something that I want to use. So it kind of helped me reorganize my Google Drive and kind of put a new purpose to some of those activities as I was reviewing over them. So I felt like the reflection piece was very beneficial as well. And then now, as I finish up my highlight video for this, I just want to thank you guys, everybody, for their support throughout this program, and I feel like I really learned a lot, and I'm walking away confident and ready to move into a building leadership position.